right? I am super passionate about the things that are good for me, that fuel my family, that take care of us, that mean something to us. So this is a different project for me. This is not like just another fly by night kind of situation. This is all in pure like vested because we're vested in our health. We're vested in our physical appearance, our mental, our spirituality. It takes a lot to be able to function and function properly and feel good and think clearly and process things and be able to multitask, right? So it uses up a lot of you. And if your parents, whew, y'all know how that goes. Even that, just running after a 3-year old and still, you know, 51, I'm 34. So, you know what I mean? We're not the springiest chickens, but you wouldn't know that. So, again, it's a lifestyle. It's about properly doing things that are going to long term last you, right? It's not just about taking a pill, taking a supplement, and it's a magic potion and boom, you're healthy. No. And that's not what we're going to be doing here at all, right? We are going to do some of the harder things, some of the tougher things that make you want to say, hey, am I making the right choice here? Why am I putting myself through this? But you want to see a better you. And that's why you're here today. You want to experience something different in your lifestyle that you want to see differently for you, whether that be a weight loss, whether that be getting your blood pressure under control, whether that be taking diabetes from type 2 to type 1 to type none. But all of that comes with a lifestyle change. And so you're always going to hear me preach about your day-to-day operations, your mental thinking throughout your whole process, right? It's easily to be tempted in a way where when we're emotional or we're having a tough day, it's easy to sway and find any kind of, right, any crutch, whether you like to drink, whether you like sweets, whether you like to overeat, whether you undereat, but we all have something that kind of plagues us and hold us back, and that's what we're trying to push through with this time right here right now, because what people are forgetting is the fact that it's you versus you. We say this every day in the gym, but it's really us versus us at the end of the day. Like, if I'm not where I want to be, we're going to push past that. We're about to make this run, that run. Like, I want to see people transform their life and their lifestyle and see the version of themselves that they didn't think was lying underneath, just waiting to be pulled out, right? So I'm hyped. Y'all hype? I'm hyped. I see fire in the chat. Let's go. I'm hyped.
All right. So with that, without further ado, let's get down to it. I know we got a corporate meeting right after this. So let's stay to the end because we're going to give away one lucky winner. Is going to get a laptop, all right, after you go through this presentation, see what it's all about. And if you like what you hear, which I'm sure you will, a lot of people are going to get started. And the ones that go all in, it's going to be put into a draw to be able to win this laptop. Right there, you got it right here in the box, ready to send to you. Okay, we might even be giving away some products tonight. So you never know when it comes to us. We like to give away things. We like to make things fun. Okay. We like to make things exciting. So we'll be also showing that, and then we'll be also like I said, just showing you just another way of doing things and still getting things done. All right, with that being said, I want to bring on one of my partners. Okay, we are all one team, one dream. So we've been all building this thing together. Okay, and I want to bring on Paula Oakman. She's already blue pass. Wait, you got gold now? Are you got gold?
Big gold.
Big gold, right?
Big gold.
So big gold.
Yes.
Big gold. Okay, so she done hit big gold. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so she done hit big gold status, and she done did that. Like I said, and record time also. For as far as when you trying to hit these ranks, and normally it's taking months and months, and she's done it in like weeks. So. Yep. So that's the beauty. And again, just what you're going to get to see. So that's what we got for you today. And we're going to let her take it over because we have a lot to share.
All right. Awesome. Y'all put some fire in the chat for Kawan and Stephanie. They are two people that I have mad, I can't even talk, mad respect for them. When I saw that Stephanie was going to do this, I got even more excited than when Kawan was like, I'm in, because she is a powerhouse. And I'm excited for us to go on this journey with her. But Y'all, I'm going to dive into it because we do have a lot of information to cover. So I'm going to go over here to screen share and we're going to get started. So give me 2 seconds. I got to click, click, click. I got to go over here. I know, I know. You're thinking, if this lady can do it, I can do it. And that is right. But my name is Paula Oakman. My husband, Chris, and I are from Mississippi. We are serial entrepreneurs. We don't have any special degrees or anything like that, but we love to help people, just like Kawan and Stephanie do as well. When we saw what this company had, we said, no questions asked. This is it. Because it's not a couple of blanket products, which means you have one thing and oh, it fixes everything, right? We have custom targeted products. We have targeted protocols specific to people. Kawan's going to demo this scanner in a little bit and it is going to blow your mind. Y'all, I took my scanner with me to the doctor today. I scanned my doctor and my doctor was floored when he saw his results because they were on point with things that he already knew. But there were also a couple of things he was shocked to see. So the company is called Vital Health, okay? And we're going to focus on your health, wealth, and making an impact. This is a movement. This company just launched into the US and Canada recently. Canada's only had the products for a few weeks. You have the ability to access founder status here. Not only work with incredible people like Kawan and Stephanie, but be a founder in a company that nobody's heard of yet. Okay? So these are important people. But I want to talk about Alex. So Alex is the incredible founder that I've connected with. Me and Chris have spent a lot of time with him. So has Stephanie and Kawan. So in a nutshell, he owns the manufacturing. And these are all really high-end facilities. You probably saw the video Kawan posted. But he owns the labs, the manufacturing, everything's in-house. The warehouse is huge. I thought he posted a video of Home Depot one day and I was like, y'all got Home Depot in Mexico? And he's like, that's the warehouse, Paula. But it's massive. He has not spared a penny. He's invested into this company, and I love that about him. And he has the most likable personality that I've ever encountered. I just love Alex. I can't say enough good things about him. So everything is in-house here. He partnered with Dr. Tony. Dr. Tony had been putting these products in the hands of people in clinics he was launching and opening all across Mexico. And Alex said, hey, this stuff is incredible. It's changing people's lives. You can't get it out fast enough. I own a manufacturing facility. Let's call this thing Vital Health and take it worldwide. And that's what they've done. So why consume products? Guess what? Everybody needs to supplement these days. And we're going to talk about why and some of the facts and statistics because documentation beats conversation, right? Inflammation, it is at an all-time high. 8 out of 10 people deal with some form of chronic disease. Look, when I say you have to supplement, you really do. You may be one of those people that's on this Zoom and you're like, look, I eat healthy. I eat clean. I eat my fruits and veggies every day. But guess what? There's things that you don't think about. Let's say you wanted to go eat a cup of spinach in 1950. Well, if you went and ate a cup of spinach today, you would not get any of the same nutrients that you got in 1950 because the soil has been depleted. See, I'm in Mississippi. I am in farm country. I watch what happens. They plant, they harvest, they till the soil, they plant, they harvest. It's just over and over and over. And what happens is the soil has been stripped of those nutrients. Therefore, the food that is growing in the soil is nutrient depleted. So you have to supplement. A cup of spinach in 1950 compared to a cup of spinach today doesn't exist. You would have to eat 30 cups of spinach today to get the same vitamins and nutrients that were in a cup of spinach in 1950. Okay? So you got to supplement. So what do we focus on? Nanotechnology. What does that mean? That sounds super fancy. And somebody asked me the other day, they were like, what is that? Is that like some robot stuff? It's not. So all that means is with our products, we utilize nanotech. All that means is we shrink the molecule down 4,500%. Therefore, it absorbs into your body faster. It gets to work quicker. You're getting more of what you're putting in so it can go to work. Our products focus on adaptogens. What are adaptogens? They're things that adapt to your body based on what it needs. So it's really beautiful. Me and Stephanie could take the same thing, but it's going to adapt to our body just a little differently because she's unique, I'm unique, and you are unique. So why should your wellness regimen be a one size fits all? And then we have affordable prices, which we're going to get into because we want everyone to have access to some of the best products so they can live a happier life. Because when you feel better, you're happier, right? So, this is our expert advisory board. And this isn't all the doctors, y'all. It's doctors, chemists, naturopaths, people that focus on Chinese medicine, sports doctors, licensed nutritionists. And these people have took all their years of experience, all their smarts, and put it into the scanner, into the AI chatbot, and into the formulation of these products. See, Paula doesn't have to be a product expert. You can join the company today, and 5 minutes later, as long as you can read, that's the exception. You got to know how to read, okay? But 5 minutes later, you could have somebody say, hey, what helps with inflammation? And you might be like, I don't know, I just signed up. But if you can read, you can go over and access this AI chatbot that these doctors have packed full of information, and it's going to tell you what to recommend that person. So these doctors are super important that we have on board. So I want to go through the product line. We focus on 4 different pillars, okay? And that's detoxifying, restoring, nourishing, and awakening. And you see all this stuff on the right-hand side of the screen? It just shows there's no animal testing. We do third-party tests on our products 3 times, 1, 2, 3, okay? Non-GMO, it's all in FDA approved and regulated labs and facilities, GMP certified, all the good stuff. So I want to throw this disclaimer in here. I am not a doctor, and I'm not going to guarantee you that these products are going to cure or treat any diseases. Thank you, FDA, for requiring that with any vitamins and supplements on the market. So we got that out of the way. So the first thing we need to do when we're focusing on improving our wellness is get rid of the junk, right? And we've all got junk. We're all carrying around crap. It doesn't matter how clean you try to be. You're full of crap. Everybody is. We've got to detox. The air we breathe every day, the food we're putting in our bodies with all the pesticides, herbicides, just everything. You've got to detox. So our detoxify line has our tea detox. This is a gentle detox. It's not going to have you run into the bathroom. It's very gentle. I have had lots of people very happy with it in the short time I've been here. Then we have things like Vitarin. This is a kidney specific product. So it's going to help detox your kidneys in specific. The Organex is a liver specific product. And then Glutation Plus, that's one of my favorites. So it's going to help get rid of free radicals in your body. Put up that defense, especially with flu and cold season coming up. Detox heavy metals, all that jazz. So this is our detoxify products. And then we want to restore. So after we get rid of all the crap, we want to restore. We want to pack good stuff in. And you're going to notice that these products are all very specific. They're not a one size fits all. They're very specific. So you've got things like V Control. Well, what does that do? That helps quiet that chatter. So if you're on a weight loss journey and you're getting those cravings and you got those little voices in your head like, go eat that chocolate, Paula. And I'm like, nope, I am not eating the chocolate. I'm going to take some V Control. That's going to help that. Then you've got things like 40 Flora. So that's your prebiotics, probiotics, activated charcoal, gut health, the Idolay. What does it say? Lay. So we're going to lay down. We're going to chill out. That's going to help us go to sleep, help us relax. Then you have things like Vital Boost. That is pretty much the closest thing to an antibiotic you can get without a RX. Then we've got our V glutation, which remember, we just had the glutation plus tincture on the detox screen. But we've got the V glutation here, which still has your glutathione, which is so important. I'll get on that rant later though. But it also has turmeric, vitamin C. Then we have the Vasculax. That is a cardiovascular specific product. Ladies, if you have varicose veins starting to pop up on your pretty legs, you need some Vasculax. Trust me. Then you have Vitadol. If you get a headache, if something hurts, if something's aching, don't reach for the Motrin. Don't grab some Tylenol. That stuff's bad for your liver. Vitadol is going to help with whatever's hurting, inflammation. S Balance, game over. If we only had one product and that was S Balance, we would still be the #1 company in the US, even though we're #3 right now. Look, we're on the rise, y'all. So what S Balance does is helps regulate your blood sugar. We're in a crisis right now when it comes to people with blood sugar imbalances. Do you think a person would rather pay $27.50 for a product that keeps their blood sugar balanced? Or would they rather keep pricking themselves? They would rather pay $27.50 for a product that's going to keep their blood sugar balanced. And I'm not making any guarantees. I'm just basing this opinion on what I've seen personally. And then V Curcumax, which anybody that knows me knows that I'm a big fan of turmeric. So that's going to help with inflammation as well. So then we've got our Nourish line. So, for one, I want to say this Vital Pro, this is not a soy protein or a whey protein. It is a whole foods blend, okay? It's got fruits, veggies, aminos, all the things. And it says vanilla, but it is a lie. Okay, it's not true. It's not vanilla. It tastes like the milk after you eat a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch. You know, the cereal's gone and you're just drinking that milk and it's got that cinnamon, vanilla, sweet taste. That's what your Vital Pro is going to taste like. And the collagen, blown away. I love it. I don't like anything that has a bad taste, and I don't like anything that has a bad texture. This collagen is type 1, type 2, and type 3 collagen. It has bone broth. It's bovine. It's marine. It has NAD. NAD is all the rage right now over Hollywood, and it's expensive. This has NAD in it. Your aminos. It is packed full of goodness. And then we have our omega-3s. Everybody should be on omegas. And then V Daily, which is a one a day packed full of vitamins and minerals. And it's a lemon flavored. It tastes delicious too. So if you love coffee, you're going to love the Awaken line. And we've got targeted coffees. So Thermo Cafe is also going to support you on your weight loss journey. It's going to help fire up your metabolism, get you motivated, keep you from feeling hungry. Neuro Cafe, that's my jam. Okay. So long story short, if you hadn't noticed, some of you may have because you may have this too. A little bit of ADHD. I'm all over the place. I get excited. I get distracted. But this Neuro Cafe does not wire me up. It is coffee, but it doesn't wire me up. It actually keeps my energy high, like it always is, but it slows my brain down because it has a mushroom in there called Ganoderma. And it helps you focus so you can be more efficient and get things done, but not making you tired. So I love my Neuro Cafe. Then we've got Love Cafe. Hey, hey, hey. That's going to help get blood to the areas that need a little more circulation. Okay. But it's not just for that. It's for men and women, and it's going to support your hormones. If you don't know about low T, you don't have to be an older man to have low T. That is something that many men deal with. So, this Love Cafe is going to help support your hormones, whether you're a man or a woman. And if you drink monsters, Red Bulls, if you like to be jacked up on caffeine, that stuff is no good for you. It's not healthy. Have you saw all the girls that's been drinking the Alanis and they've been sick? Yeah, you don't need that. Get some V energy so it's clean energy. You're not going to crash. It's going to support you so you have that midday pick me up and it tastes really good as well. And then we've got V nitro. So that's going to increase the nitric oxide in your body so you feel more alert. Your body's able to do things a little better. You got a little more pep in your step, okay? But I know this is what you're excited about. You're excited about this quantum bioelectric analyzer, and we call it the scanner. This thing is game changer. Kawan is going to demo it at the end of this Zoom, so hang tight. Don't go anywhere. We want to show you exactly what it does. It gives you a 128-page full detail report of all 45 key functions of your body. You are unique. I am unique. Our wellness isn't a one size fits all. But I do want to throw this in there before I go to the next slide. Anyone can access the scanner, okay? And secondly, you do not have to have a scanner in order to be effective in this business. Now, is it a very helpful tool? Absolutely. But because of the AI technology we have, the chatbot, the products in themselves, you don't necessarily have to have a scanner to be efficient in this business. But this scanner allows us to get our business in many different places, such as our local physical therapist. This is a service. There's people that I know that go to naturopaths and they pay $250 to get something called a Zytoscan. Works very similar, but it's not near as detailed. So you see the price of this scanner, and it's extremely affordable, and it is a great business tool to be able to offer. But with that being said, I want to turn it over to my incredible friend, my sponsor, someone who I respect a whole lot, double diamond in the company, Mr. Keith Williams, to go over the compensation plan to tell you how you're going to get paid. So the floor is yours, Mr. Williams. Thank you, Kwan.
Awesome, awesome. Paula, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Man, I'm excited. Man, I tell you, man, Kawan, the Mayos, right? Just coming out the gate. I know they're modest, but man, they hadn't even launched it. I was talking to another day and I said, man, y'all have already hit Sapphire and y'all haven't even launched yet. So congratulations on an amazing launch. I'm just so excited to see what you're gonna do the rest of this month, man. We're definitely excited to have you lock arms, not only with this team, but this amazing company and under the leadership of Paula and Chris Oat, man, that are doing an amazing job as well to go gold in that short period of time was amazing. And Paula, you doing this presentation, like I was just gonna sit back and let you go, man. You were rolling. I was like, I might mess it up. I come in behind that, but man, definitely an amazing job. And guys, put a one in the chat if you know anybody, whether it's yourself or somebody you know that can benefit from any one of those amazing products. Because I tell you this, man, those products have changed my life tremendously from a health standpoint. My increased mobility, my reduction in pain, my increased energy, my cholesterol is starting to level out because of the omega-3s. I mean, these products are amazing. And being at 49, man, me and my friends used to talk about a lot of things, and about all the fun we would have and things like that. But now, when we talk to each other, we making sure we're taking our medicine and our vitamins and nutraceuticals. Those conversations change really fast, and so there's a lot of people out there that are sick. There's a lot of people out there that want to get off of those pharmaceutical drugs. And like Paula said, we don't claim to heal, cure any diseases, but we have so many amazing testimonies on these amazing products. So, but my job this evening is to share with you this amazing compensation plan. I've been in this business now since March the 20th. I think it'll be 5 months tomorrow. I'm a double diamond in the company. and we have several diamonds, some of them which are on this Zoom listening in. And so this compensation plan is truly amazing. I'm not saying that because I'm in the company that would truly be biased, right? I am saying that because I've had a chance to experience the compensation plan in a short period of time. And I don't know how many of you all have been in the industry or have been involved in compensation plans where you had to jump through hoops and jump over hurdles and and do astronomical things to maintain your rank, but it's not like that over here. And I was amazed of how Alex put this compensation plan together. It's one of the most generous and aggressive compensation plans I've seen in the industry. And so I'm about to definitely get started. I want to start with this slide, and but we talked about the health aspect, and I want to deal with disease to me that's worst, one of the worst diseases out there, and that's poverty, right? Because it spreads too as well. And when I first got in this industry, and I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then I read another book he wrote called The Cash Flow Quadrant. And even though I was working two jobs, right, and hustling in between, I was psychologically unemployable when I read that book, ladies and gentlemen, because I didn't know anything about leveraged income, right? I only knew about linear income, and that was go to work, get a check, get up the next day and do it again, right? And when I wasn't working, I wasn't getting paid. But when I was blessed to get involved in this industry at the age of 19 years old, and I read this book and I understand I'm in the perfect opportunity to leverage income. And this compensation plan does just that. It helps you leverage income, right? And so when we look at the industry is changing, it's evolving. It's not the same, Kawan, as it was when I got in 26 years ago. I mean, 26 years ago, yeah, I was a number five, straight up and down. All I knew was network marketing. I had a Motorola pager in my left pocket, a roll of quarters in my right pocket. I was looking for the payphone, right? And I had MapQuest printed out on the passenger seat. That's how I worked the business, stopping every 30 minutes to make sure my prospect was still at home. But look at us now, man. We're on a Zoom, and there's people from all over the country that are on the Zoom right now. I said, man, thank God for technology because that MapQuest and the roller quarters wasn't working out too well for me at times. But we got people that do online marketing. I mean, hey, I follow Kawan for years. And when it comes to online marketing, man, he is one of the best. And so that lets you know right there that the industry is evolving, right? Then we have retail marketers, people that retail and want to make money that way. And then we have people that are influencers. We have people that are doing do affiliate marketing. What I love about our compensation plan, it covers all aspects of that. And the way companies are earning money is changing. My good friend and Diamond Eric Carter says we're going from a brick and mortar to a click and order. And you can see that right now. I mean, we're going from taxis to Uber. None of us 15 years ago would have called a stranger or got in a stranger's car, right? I was told don't ride with a stranger. Now, if the Uber ain't there in a few minutes, we're gonna cancel a ride and get another one, right? And then Blockbuster was date night on Friday nights. We show up for that A selection, it was gone. We get the B selection, and then we turn the B selection in late. And so now we can Netflix and chill. I mean, the movies aren't even at the theater long enough before we can sit in the comforts of our living room and stream them. And I like Holiday Inn and other hotel chains, right? I prefer the Four Seasons, but Airbnb, when you want to customize that away from home experience to feel more like home, you're going to go with Airbnb. And then I went to the mall with my daughters. I don't know why I did that. All the anchor stores are closing down. Why? Because Amazon are putting them out of business. And they're customizing your shopping experience by delivering package to the door. I ordered a package the other day, guys, and they said it would be there the same day. I didn't have to drive to Walmart or Target to get that package. And that's what we're able to do when you think about that scanner that Paula mentioned. I mean, imagine that. Imagine having a technology where you could do a biometric scan of somebody's body and you can customize their herbal experience. So they're not just taking everything in the product line, but they know exactly what to take to combat things that are deficient in the body. And they can click on a link and have those products shipped straight to the door. And then you, ladies and gentlemen, get a check for that. I mean, that's huge. That's what we're doing right now. I mean, we're part of that click and order society. And so a little bit about this company. And when I say a little bit, I don't like to use the word little because this company is doing nothing little, far from it. But we're talking about a company that launched February 22nd of 2022, ladies and gentlemen. And when you look at companies, and not just network marketing companies, all companies go through these four phases of growth. Economics 101, right? They go through formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. And a legacy company, they go through these stages twice. But when I looked at this company and I got on the Zoom with the owner Alex and our vice president of sales David, and I realized, and they showed me the numbers. They said, Keith, in February 2022, the first year we did a little over 1 million. The second year we did a little over 4 million. In the third year, We did over 40 million, and right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on pace to do over $100 million in just our fourth year of business. And that's an anomaly. To see a company that's going through the first three stages of growth at the same time, but yet and still less than 2 out of 10 people know about it. That doesn't rarely happen. That's what you call, right, a legacy play, guys. And we're in front of the growth here in the United States. I mean, it launched in Mexico, and the Latino market, out of the $8.9 million we do a month, they do about 7.2 million. Only 800,000 of that is done in the United States. Imagine where you're going to be when we get to a 7 million, $8 million revenue here in the United States, right? A lot of us are going to be multi six-figure monthly earners, just like a lot of people are in Mexico, guys. So before I jump into the compensation plan, I do have to get this income disclosure. And what I like to say, there's no guarantees of income, no guarantees of income. You get out what you put in, but I will guarantee this. I will guarantee if you partner up with people like the Mayos, if you partner with people like the Oatmans, you're going to get leadership, you're going to get the experience, you're going to get the support, right? And you're going to get a platform that's set up to help you succeed. That I can guarantee because I've seen what the males have done in this industry, guys. And man, you are so fortunate. I wish I was you on this Zoom waiting for their link as soon as the Zoom was over, because to partner up and align yourself with individuals, a power couple like them, guys, man, that doesn't happen very often in this industry. But you have a chance to partner up with them tonight. And so let's jump to this compensation plan. Guys, when I'm evaluating companies, I've evaluated a few companies in my tenure in this industry. What I'm looking for in a compensation plan, I'm looking for a compensation plan that checks off all the boxes. I'm looking for a compensation plan that rewards the right behavior. And when I saw what this company does for its customers, I said, man, I said they started out where it counts. They started out with the customers. And guys, we got a loyalty bonus. It's amazing because if you're a customer and you're on the books for 2 to 3 months, you're ordering product, you're going to get 10% cash back. If you run your reoccurring order in the first 7 days, you're going to get an additional 5%. 4 to 8 months, 20% cash back. If you run your auto ship first 7 days, 25%. And in 9 months, guys, you're getting 30% cash back. Right? Imagine for every $100 you spend, you're getting $30 back that you can use on products. And products that we know that are working and helping individuals. And then this is an influencer bonus. I'm not an influencer. Remember, roller quarters, motor pager. I'm an old school network marketer, right? And so I was like, influencer bonus. I said, that's not me. Let's go on to the next way we get paid. But guys, I almost missed, right, this part of the compensation plan, which to me is the crown jewel in this comp plan because I've never seen it done before. And I said, man, they shouldn't call this the influencer bonus. They should call this the anybody bonus because this bonus can be activated from the first day that you get involved in the business. See, when you have 200 PV, and understand it could be your personal volume from your product purchase, or it could be your customers' product purchase, one and the same, you're going to get to enjoy $400 worth of product for $40. Now you say, that's insane, right? Well, let me show you how it works because that's what I said. It's insane. Show me how it works. And so this is one of our products, our V-Itorin. And guys, an amazing product, especially when it comes to inflammation and kidney health, right? That's an amazing product. And this product, you can get this product for $27.50 in your back office. That's the price we pay either as a member or an affiliate. But we could sell that product at $56. Guys, that's 100% profit, right? You're gonna make you're gonna make $28.50. But with the influencer bonus, get this, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you don't miss it, right? Because you've never seen nothing like this before. You can get that same exact product for $5.50. Sell it for $56. That's a 900% markup. Guys, I know people that own their own companies, right? That manufacture their own products that can't get 900% profit on their products. See, we have the ability to leverage the company and get the product at the price that they get it for and make huge commissions. You have individuals that are spending $2,000, $3,000 a month on product because they want to get this bonus because the money they're making in profit. Imagine estheticians, beauticians, barbers, imagine holistic doctors, nurse practitioners, people that have their own practices that they can retail these products and they can make that type of profit, right? That, and you don't need nobody to help you activate that bonus. You can activate that bonus yourself or your customers can help you activate it. Guys, that's huge. Then we have what we call our first order bonus. And it doesn't matter what pack people come in at, you're going to get 45% off that pack. So anywhere from $33 to $270 when somebody comes into your business. And then you have the presenter bonus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember I said a compensation plan that rewards the right behavior. And so just imagine that, I'm traveling and Mr. Mayo, he says, hey man, Keith, I got some people in Dallas, but I can't make it. And it's about 10 people there. And he said, can you do the presentation for me? And I said, yes. And it's 10 people, 5 people show up. because he invited them, because they're his guests, he gets 30% to 45%. But there's an option there as me being a percent where I can get 15%. I don't know about you, but I've done thousands of presentations over my 26 years of being involved in the industry. So the ability to get paid off of that, I mean, that's a huge incentive for you to go out and share the plan, guys. I'm talking about a compensation plan that rewards the right behavior. It checks off all the boxes. Then we have our rising star bonus for people that like to gather customers. Guys, we're going to reward you for that. You have an opportunity on a weekly basis and monthly basis to actually increase your binary percentage just by going out and gathering customers, guys. I'm talking about this is a brilliant compensation plan model. And then one of my favorite ways to get paid, and I say one because I got a few of them, right, is the binary bonus. Not to be confused for a binary compensation plan. We have an amazing unilevel structure, but we have a binary bonus. And I like that because in a binary, guys, the way a binary was set up is for everybody to help everybody. It's community driven. So it doesn't matter if people on the left or the right, above or up under you, we all help drive this bonus. And the way it works is the computer's going to look at the system on Monday at midnight, and they're going to look at how much volume you have on your left leg, right? We call that your pay leg. And in this instance, it's 9,000. 15% of 9,000 is $1,350. That'll be your check for the week. And guys, get this, it maxes out at $25,000 a week. That's $100,000 a month. And I know somebody saying, oh, that's the gotcha, right? Well, guys, I'm telling you, I know eggs is high sometimes. They double and triple in price, and gas is high. But at $100,000 a month, you could fill the tank up twice and get your extra carton. I promise you, right? And so that pays, you can earn 15 to 20% on the binary, ladies and gentlemen. And currently, right now, we have about 18 people in the company that are maxing out the binary every single week. But it gets better with our 50% check match on the binary. Right now, this is huge. Right. Remember, I told you, I'm gonna go back a slide if you don't mind. Remember, I told you 16 to 18 people that's maxing out the binary right now. That means they're earning $100,000 a month in the binary. Well, somebody recruited those individuals. And so when you reach the level of silver, and guys, the Mayos did that, I think maybe 24 hours, or it might have been less, right? The Oatmans did that in about 24 hours or less, 2,500 volume. We got people that are doing it within their first 2 days to a week. Once you hit silver, which 2,500 in volume, you earn that 50% check match. So somebody that recruited one of those individuals is earning 12,500 a week, 50,000 a month. One person over here can change the dynamics of your business, ladies and gentlemen. This compensation plan is powerful. But look, let's look at some more realistic numbers, right? Just say you went out and you recruited 5 people, and you help them earn anywhere from 75 to $1,500. Person number one earns 1,000, person number two, 750, person number three, 1,500, person number four, 750, and person number five, 1,000. That's 5,000 in commissions paid out to your front line. Your check match is $2,500. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know by helping in 5 individuals earn from 750 to 100 to 1,500 a week, you can make $100,000 a year just on this one way we get paid? Right. And so like I said, a compensation plan rewards the right behavior. And then we have our luxury car bonus. Man, put a 2 in the chat if you wouldn't mind the company sending you $500 towards your car. Hey, there's other options. You could take $850 in product. You can take half of that 250 in cash. But hey, I just copped a new ride, and I was like, thank you, VitaHealth, for cutting my car note almost in half. A penny saved is a penny earned. I'll take it. And guys, after the vehicle is paid off, that's $6,000 coming in a year, right? That I could put towards something else. So now the company has this bonus, when you really look at it, is helping you eliminate debt. That's what we do over here. It's deeper, right? It's deeper than Nino Brown. It's deeper than Nino Brown. And so when you look at the average incomes over here, right? These were the average incomes over here. And guys, we got ordinary average people that come from everyday walks of life that are doing above average and extraordinary things over here in this compensation plan. And so the average bronze is earning 220 a month. The average silver, 370. The average sapphire, 700. The average gold, 1,500. Guys, these are monthly residual incomes. We're not talking about bonuses, right? Platinum, 2,400. Emerald, 4,000. Diamond, 7,500. Guys, double diamond, 16,000. Triple diamond, 38,000. And I'm going to tell you this, the magic of this compensation plan, within the first 28 days of being involved in this company, we had people in this organization go all the way from bronze to double diamonds. We currently have 4 diamonds right now in less than 5 months, guys, and steady counting, right? I see two, right? Two, maybe four, maybe six right now that's coming. And so we have bonuses that you can earn on top of that. So guys, we're gonna pay you more money for doing what you're supposed to do anyway. And so for making money, we're gonna pay you some more money. And I believe in the philosophy of more. More money makes things more better. And so the first three ranks, you're gonna earn up to $500 just so you can use towards product. At gold, you're getting that $500 a month car allowance. At platinum, you're getting a one-time $500 bonus. Emerald, a one-time $1,000 bonus. Diamond, 2,500. Double diamond, 5,000 guys. Triple diamond, 7,500. We have other ranks all the way up to black diamond. And right now we have a gentleman out of Mexico that actually hit black diamond, guys, in about 3 years of being involved in the company. That's $5 million a month in volume. You can imagine what his checks look like, right? Our vice president sales and his wife David and Brooke Nieves, they are now purple diamonds. Last month earned about $110,000 for the month. And we have 20 people currently in the company right now that are earning over six figures monthly. So there's examples of success right now in this company, guys. If they can do it, you can do it. And so this is our amazing level compensation plan. I mean, I know right now to some people that might be looking foreign to you, but I'm just going to focus on gold. And the reason I want to focus on gold because it's 10,000 in volume, right? And typically to earn the way you earn in the unilevel at gold, you would have to be somewhere about 25,000, 50,000 a month in volume. But over here, just 10,000 in volume allows you to get 10% on your first level, 10% on your second level, 3% on your 20% on your third level, guys. And then on your fourth level, you start getting that infinity bonus. And that infinity bonus, that's forever, ever, forever, ever. That forever, ever money, right? And then you have opportunity to even earn generational breakaway bonuses, guys, to down to your second generation. And I've been in this industry. I'm not bragging or boasting, but I've made great money in the time I've been in this industry, and I made some great upfront money. But I've never been in a company in less than 4 months and was earning $3,500 to $4,000 a month residually, guys. And so this compensation plan definitely rewards the right behavior and it pays out amazingly. But it gets better. We have incentive trips, right? We got people on the team now that earn trips, 3 and 4 trips. They don't even know where they're going. I know Mexico, Puerto Rico, right? I'm like, man, that's qualifying for these trips. How about 9 months ago, the company took 2,500 silvers, right? 2,500 in volume to Cancun, Mexico, guys. And so, man, they just told us about the diamond trip that's coming up, the first diamond extravaganza that's coming up in 2026. And so, man, that's going to be exciting. And so, just so many incentives being involved. But when you ask yourself, what category are you? Nobody loses over here. With the products that are doing what they're doing with the testimonies, we got a product called S Balance with over 4,000 documented testimonies of people who have lowered their sugar levels, people that have came out them off their metformin, people that are no longer dealing with diabetes, just that one product alone. And guys, with the influencer bonus, you can get that product for under $8, right? And so the customer wins over here. Or maybe you just want to be an affiliate and make a few dollars and use the product at the same time. We got you covered. Our membership is $29, ladies and gentlemen, and that's just an annual membership, just like Costco, and you can enjoy high quality products. You can enjoy discounts up to 50%, and you can make some money too. But this is where the magic happens when you choose a pack, and there's no wrong pack, right? I tell people to get in where they financially fit in, but definitely get in. And so we have our basic pack, our builder pack, and our pro pack. What I love about these packs, all these packs are retailable, right? And so you can earn your money back plus some profit if you just want to sell the products, or maybe you want to use them. But this pack right here, the elite pack, I call it the smart pack. And most of my leaders came in at this pack. Why? Because you can get all the products. You can get enough product to sell, enough product to sample, and enough product to make some of your money back, if not all. But the beautiful thing about this package, ladies and gentlemen, is right now the company is allowing people that come in at the elite pack to lock in at a founder's position, which is going to give you the ability to earn 1% of the company's total profits that's produced right here in the United States. Now, last year the company did about 50 million. Let's say we're on pace right now to do 100 million. And let's say we do that 100 million, which I know we are, because we're doing over $8 million a month right now, pushing towards 10. And if 1,000 people that came at this lead pack at that 1%, that would be $1,000 that you would be taking home annually. Now, you might be saying, well, that's not a lot of money. Well, I tell you this, take that $1,240, put it in the bank, let it sit there for a year. And if the interest on that $1,240 is $1,000, I'll give you $2,000. It's not going to happen. Right. So I said, man, if nothing alone, just the fact that I can earn, right? It was just a smart decision to me. And almost $60,000 later, I said, yeah, I definitely made the right decision, and I'll wait on that check at the end of the year as well. And so, guys, that's my time. I appreciate you all for allowing me to share. I hope that you got something of value. All right, if nothing else, get back to the males, guys. Lock in with them because they're taking off like a rocket, right? And who you position yourself with and who you align yourself with is important. And if I was you, I would lock in and align myself with a couple that I know that's going somewhere. I mean, that chance to the things that they're able to do, man. I just like, man, I wish I could sign up again. Lock me a spot the way they putting out videos, man. I've seen him market before. He's a genius. So there's some lucky people. And then on top of that, you got the Oaklands too. I mean, you guys are winning, right? Well, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go back out, come back in on a different name, and send me y'all's link.
Hey man, appreciate you, boss. That was amazing. Y'all
Thank
did
you
a great
so
job.
much.
Same thing with Paula Oakman. That was amazing. I would have thought you've been in the company for shoot years already. I mean, I
Okay.
was like, how you know all this information? You know? So yeah, that was amazing, guys. So I hope you guys aren't taking that for granted because yeah, and that's what it is when you align yourself with greatness. You know what I mean? You want to be around people that's moving and grooving because if you align yourself, people are still trying to figure things out, then guess what? Y'all trying to figure it out together. So when you allow yourself with people that's moving and grooving, and we all moving and grooving together, as you see, then you're just gonna have just more greatness. So with that being said, I want to show you guys the scanner, and I also want you guys to know the vision that we have in place because of that, you know, me and my wife take fitness as a lifestyle. You know, this isn't a fad for us. This isn't a fly by night. We're gonna just run it up for 6 months and get up out of here. Like that's why we really did our due diligence. We went down to the factory. We met the owner. We made sure that everything was on the up and up and it met even our standards of what we're looking for in a company and what we're looking for, you know what I'm saying, as far as, to put our name behind and something that we could read. What we're looking at is for the next 10 years, not the next 10 weeks. So when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at this. Is this someplace I could be at for the next 10 years and make that six figures a week? I mean, excuse me, a month, because I did the six figures a year. We've done that. But we talk about six figures a month, and I know that it can be done here. And we at the ground floor because right now we just hit the US. Okay. And we haven't even hit other territories. I got people in the UK right now saying, come on, I can't wait till you come out here. I got people in Australia. Come on, I can't wait till you come here. I got somebody in New Zealand right now. Come on, I can't wait till you come here. So imagine right now you build up the US, you build up, you build up, you build up, right? It's ours for the taking. And I mean, so much so that the last event, I don't know if you've seen, but also was Keith, a little milk dud in the crowd, and everybody else. Ain't no black people up there with nobody else, which is all Hispanics. You know what I mean? So, and that was still in the U.S. It's still like, nah, we ain't penetrated yet. So it is ours for the taking right now, and we can make that mark. And then when the other countries open up, guess what? They're going to be looking towards the leadership that we've already put in place. So they're going to be like, look, that's a big team. That's a big team. That's a big team. And when have you ever heard when somebody was able to say, not just toot their own horn and say, yeah, I'm double diamond, and then it stops there usually. Usually it stops right there. You was able to hear no, and then we got another diamond, then we got another one. Matter of fact, we got 2 or 3 of them on the call right now. You don't never hear that. You know what I mean? And if you do, it takes time. It's not something that happens in months. It happens in years. We're talking about something that's happened in months. Everything you're hearing right now is months. Anybody said they're a diamond or a double diamond or any of that, it happened in months because we haven't even been in this company for a year yet. Okay. So that right there is powerful in itself. That says, oh, wait a minute. That means it's attainable. I can hit this. You know what I mean? We can all hit this. So we're doing something. We're doing this a lot different because we're going to make this where we want to make this the hybrid. Okay, you're going to learn online and offline, and people get in where they fit in. The people that want to take it online, then they'll do the online. The people that want to do retail and actually get product and set up shop, because some people actually have stores. When we went and seen, I've seen people's stores also in the Caribbean. Someone on the call right now that she has a store out in the Caribbean. She showed me her store. It's got a storefront. She got products and everything, and she's selling this stuff, retail and making a killing. And she got a whole bunch of doctors on her team and a whole bunch of doctors doing a whole bunch of volume and sales. Okay. This is right here. You got that hybrid. You get the best of both worlds. You can take that, or you can match together and do both. So we're going to be doing that, and we're going to be doing a lot of fitness challenges because we're into fitness. So we know that this is not about money. It's about health and it's about wealth. So we want to make sure that we cover both. So we're going to be taking these products and then incorporating also into a lifestyle change, because guess what? The products do you no good if your lifestyle is still going to stay the same. If you're still going to eat bad, if you're still not going to walk daily, if you're not going to drink water, you're still going to drink a bunch of sodas and things. And guess what? The pills ain't really doing much. Then you're going to say that, man, the pill ain't doing nothing. You know why? Because it's working overtime up in there. You know what I mean? You see what you was eating yesterday and all them chips and all that craziness, and you don't work out. So it's going to be a full lifestyle change. All right. So let's go ahead and get into what this scanner actually looks like, what it does, and all that, so you guys can see firsthand. Okay, you don't have to guess about it. So we're gonna do a demonstration of the quantum analyzer, health scanner. Then we're gonna start test. I'm gonna give it 60 seconds as it analyzes the body. You see it counting down. You're gonna get a 125-page report when it's all said and done. We're gonna pay attention to the things that's in red, things that are in green, blue, good, yellow, start to pay attention, and red, which you wanna take care of. All right, so testing finished. There, we're gonna save. And after it's saved, we're gonna get the report. All right, so here goes your report. As you can see over here to the left, you're reporting all of these different functions. As you can see, very comprehensive. Very comprehensive. And then you can just go down one by one now and then see where you stand. So cardiovascular, you hit that, and then you can see right there where you get a graph. Remember I say anything in the green, blue is fine. Yellow is when you want to start, you know, kind of paying attention, and then red is when you really want to do something about it. And the nice thing is that with our supplements, they'll tell you how to fix the problem once you know what the problem is. So right here you see she's good there. Some yellow, but for the most part, good. No red still. You see her large intestine graph. Good. Pancreas. She's all good there, nice in the green. So like right here, you see, I put it on lungs, and my wife has asthma actually, and we just came out of COVID. So look, you can see that the lungs aren't doing too good at all, right? And then they'll give you a description, they give you a full breakdown, let you know everything right there. But then also, you know, it'll tell you exactly what type of supplements to take to fix that problem, treat that problem. You can get a full report. You can save it as a PDF. You can, you know, share it, or you can print it out as well, and even give it to your doctor and go from there, however you want to proceed forward. But you can see where it gives the full report right there. And again, you can see it's pretty comprehensive. When you look over here to the right, or to the left rather, and you can see all the different things that it's giving you a report on. So it's a full body scan, and this is said to be about 93 to 95% equivalent to like if you got your blood test. You just put the results side by side. All right, so say you went through the whole report, now you want to do a composite of everything, just pretty much a simplified breakdown. Then right there you can see where it'll break down, you know, and it gives you his recommendations and expert advice. And then within that also, it'll tell you what type of supplements that we recommend and what it does. So you can see right there, you know, with vitamins, it shows the B Energy, Vital Pro, you know, and then right here, trace elements, or, you know, it'll break down what all these different means, you know, lung functions, things that help it right there, the Vital Boost, okay? All right, so this is the Quantum Renaissance Magnetic Analyzer, which is basically a health scanner with proprietary information from Vital Health. As you can see, they have their proprietary software built inside the scanner so that after you do your scan and you get a full report, remember like 125 pages, you want to pay attention to what's in the red. Once you get your report, then you can also know exactly, you know, what you should take for that report. And the nice thing is that you can get a full report that's going to be saved within your database. And then when you do another scan later, after you've been taking the supplements, and then, you know, they come back and want to see how that looks after 30 days or 60, 90, whatever the case may be, then now you can go back and do another scan, and you can check your reports from the one you did prior, and then, you know, and then compare the two to each other. All right, so how cool was that? Put some ones in the chat if you fired up about that, or if you like what you just saw. Just put some ones in the chat if you're impressed.
Well, I'm impressed that I was the test dummy.
I saw your asthma report and I was like, what? Look,
So,
I just checked the viewers on the live stream along with how many people in here. There's over 400 people watching this right now. Over 400 people watching this right now. That should tell you something.
but all in all, I really wanted to point out the reason I was the test dummy is because I decided to be the physical, like, show and tell, right? You see my report, you saw the recommendations. So I started taking the supplements that I recommended for each individual thing that was on my report. And in 30 days, I'm going to do another test, and then in 60 days and so forth. So I'll be able to really tell and show, but I just speak from experience and how I've been feeling. And even though my asthma has been a little on, especially since I had COVID in, what was that, June, the end of June going into July, it's been really tough for me just running and stairs and just our normal things that really weren't bothersome in the beginning. They've proven to be really tough lately, but I'm a trooper, and I can say that I've felt some relief since taking everything for about a week and a half now. So I can feel the progress happening, but I'm excited to just show and tell. We don't have to talk about it.
Hey, documentation be conversation. You know, that's the best way to prove. You know what I mean? So, absolutely. All right. So, what we doing right now? Okay. So, laptop.
How do we pick a winner?
So the way we're gonna do the laptop is this. So right now, you got an all-in pack, right? So if you come in all in, right, and it's I think it's 1,500 right now because you get the scanner, which I highly recommend. Now, if you can't afford the scanner, you don't. Of course, you don't have to get. One thing we didn't go over was that we have a actual AI bot. The company has an AI bot as well. So like if someone's asking questions, and it came in handy a lot. Like people ask me, "Do you have something for this? Or do you have something for that? Or thyroids or my blood pressure?" I just type in there, you know, issues with blood pressure, and it'll give me exactly what I need. Or, you know, why is this help with blood pressure? And they'll tell me, you know, what's the ingredients? They'll tell me that, you know, so that right there is going to have you ever guessing. You'll never have to guess anything. So you'll always have that. Okay. But the scanner, again, is just helping you be able to really level up, take it to the next level, have something on hand. Because I think having things on hand is one thing to talk about. Say, oh, yeah, you know, you should get the S, you know, balance. It's nothing to have S balance in your hand. And then you tell them that when they see that red going back and forth, that looks traumatized. Oh my God, what's this? And they read and they see what you need. Say, hey, you know, but some S balance can help you get that in balance and get that in order. And then the next thing you know, a person's buying something right there on the spot, way different. Plus, buying behavior is different. You know, online again. Why are you in my inbox? Did you buy me a drink before you try to sleep with me? You know, do I know you? You know what I mean? You got to do all that nonsense just to sell something, right? You got to go act like you know how you doing. You know, blessings today. You know, sunshines and rainbows. How you doing? You got to play all these games just to sell something. You ain't got to do that online. Offline, you walk into an establishment, they expect to spend money, and they expect, you know, for you to get money. You know, it's a natural exchange. They know that already. They come into your establishment, they know to walk out with something, they have to pay something. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have a better shot at paying something when you're in hand. You got these on deck, and then you got the science behind it right there with your scanner. So for that reason, I recommend getting a scanner with the bigger package. Why the bigger package? So that you got stuff on hand and you can give some things away, can use some things, you know what I mean? Demo, whole 9 yards.
And you have everything.
And you have
I
everything.
have everything. You take the guesswork out of, oh, am I going to have enough for this? Or if you're going to be a retailer and you choose to sample and things of that nature, you already know what you have, right? You can base everything off of what you know is going to be there. And I promise you, you're going to run through the V Nitro and the gluten drops. Both, you're going to run through them so quickly.
Okay. So now, like Brother Keith said, get what you can afford. You know what I mean? If you can't do that, get a small package and then get the scanner as an a la carte for 300. You know, mix and match, something like that. If you can do that, or get some products now, get the scanner later. Okay, because the uni level, okay, but at the same time, it's still a binary at the same time. And that binary, you know, it's just it's the points that we're building right now. So everything I'm building on that one side pretty much means I'm taking care of one of your sides. So you getting true, now you know other companies like you're gonna get spillover. And you be looking, you don't see nothing, but spillover. Ain't nothing spilled over. That's like not the case here. Like here, yeah, speed rewards speed. Like you know what I mean, success rewards speed. So when you get in, really every time I'm putting somebody in there, you're benefiting from that. And when other people are coming in as well. So you definitely want to get in as fast as possible and just lock that in. You know, if you, from a builder standpoint. Now, if you're coming from a customer standpoint, don't worry about it. But if you're coming from a builder standpoint, like, look, I'm trying to build the Mayos, we're trying to run it up, then you definitely want to make sure that you know got at least 50 PV and worth the product, and you lock in that position.
So definitely from the builder standpoint, right? But if you want to be a customer, right? Say you're just thinking about it, but you still want to pinpoint and you can't do the scanner. Well, they have this amazing chatbot that you can plug in your symptoms, your specific, whatever your ailments is or whatever you're trying to work and improve upon, and you can become super detailed with about or very basic and generic, and it will give you a recommended list based off of what you tell it. So again, you can still get some type of clarity on what you should be ordering or what you're going to need even as a customer without the scanner, right? It is a great bonus and it's a great avenue. You're going to want to attend the scanner parties, right? But if you don't have it, then all of it's not lost. You can still get something recommended for what you're actually trying to deal with.
Also, we are going to be coming to a city near you. So, get them, let's get ready. Let's get those scanner price ready. All right. So, biggest package. Come in, show me proof of purchase. Should we give them time to do it?
Yeah.
So what, 24 hours? What? How much time? All right, you got 24 hours. So we're gonna use 24 hours. That way we make it enough time. Somebody sees like, oh my God, I got work and I just saw it late. So we're gonna make it so everybody can get action. So you're gonna win this Chromebook. Boom, help run your business. Like that. All right. So all you got to do is come in with the biggest package, and we're gonna put everybody in the draw, and then we will spin the wheel live. So you know what I mean. So it ain't no funny business, and then somebody will win a nice Chrome laptop. All right, for taking action. All right, everybody else, boom, get in where you fit in. Let's run it up. Like I said, this is about to be our new home. So y'all see what I did in Now Site, 1.5 million in 8 years. I plan on doing that. And
6 months.
Exactly. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to, we ain't gonna do it in no 8 years this time.
Okay.
So, like I said, let's run it up together. Like I said, success. And I like the fact that they doing all the things right. It was made from a marketer. You know what I mean? Like now, and that's why you probably see generosity in the comp plan because he was a marketer himself. Top person, Luca, making 250,000 a month. You know what I mean? You see that they doing events. They already did regional events. And now they about to double back, and we about to do a big event in November. You know what I mean? So my goal, we try to hit this diamond before that or by then. I don't see that not happening. So so at the event we can go represent. But that's how it's supposed to be. They doing big events. They look fun. They don't look boring. PowerPoints, going to sleep. I see people with mascot heads jumping around. People running around with their flags representing the countries they from, running through the audience. Yeah, that's like the old days before COVID right there. So we're going to be doing that type of stuff. I can't wait to see what they're going to do for the, that was just regional. Like I said, with one milk dud in the audience. You know what I mean? He was there representing though. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, man. So in November, we all about to represent and really do it up. So this is the time you want to, like I said, lock arms. You want to get locked in your position. Even if you, all you can do is just say, look, I got my membership. So look, I locked it in.
Listen,
I got that.
A commitment to yourself.
Make a commitment to yourself.
We're not here to ask you to make it to us because we've already made this commitment, right? We're here. We're locked in. We're here to help you. But you got to choose to do this. You got to be all in with it because it's still your business and it's still your health at the end of the day. You can eat and sneak and not promote and not do your job if that's what you want to do, but your pay will reflect that. and your momentum is going to reflect that. So how does your body feel? If you're not feeling good, you're not doing your best. So we got to step up your supplements. We got to get you back, your body back in alignment so that we can get your business back in alignment. The two go hand in hand, because you can't be your best self and give anybody your best if you're not already at your best. So that's a strict standpoint.
And real fast, because we doing all that talking, then you put the link. But elitegetfit.com, you gotta get started. Go to elitegetfit.com if you're gonna go. And then one of the questions was, how much the elite pack is? $1,200, but with the scanner is $15, because you got the $300 scanner in there with it. So either one of those, you got the, you're doing good. But I would get the one scanner if you can.
I'm excited, guys. We're going to be talking about nutrition. We're going to be talking about how to make healthy, smart eating habits. I'm going to do some cooking tutorials. You can meal prep with me. I can give you just what our regimen is, but different things for different people, right? Not everybody is fit the same glove. So I'm going to be working with, different type of situations are going to require different changes to your diet, but all in all, hand in hand, we're going to make this a lifestyle change. Again, I don't know what better way to say that, because yes, it's about your business, and yes, we're here to make the money. But if you don't make this commitment to yourself to do better for yourself at any aspect, whether it's just physically fit, mentally fit, financially fit, you gotta want to do it. If not, then you're not going to experience all you can be in this. But you gotta just make that commitment. I'm going to be sending out a form that's going to be asking you, what is your commitment here when you join? Because I'm going to hold you to that. Seriously, I want you to remember why you started and got pumped up about this, because it's easy when we get distracted, when things don't go well, when life is just life, and it's easy for us to forget about what we're pushing for. So again, I'm here to be your reminder about why you decided to take this serious and make that commitment. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I'm in your face.
Adrian, you get points for everything. If they buy it, you get points for it. That's the beauty. And it all goes into the comp plan. It ain't no breakage. It ain't no, oh, my little leg. Oh, but what about that big leg? You get no money from that. Nah, you getting all that. So they buy scanners. They buy whatever they bought out that back office. You know what I mean? And yourself too. You struggling, you trying to make rank, you trying to get to that next level, boom. You can go buy stuff in your back office and make a difference too, and then go sell that stuff retail. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of strategic things that we can do here, which I was saying, where the little guy before couldn't win, he can even do that. He could play that game right there and still win. He's like, you know what? I'll rank myself up. Like, honestly, I'm just gonna go up in here, a certain percentage could come from you and them, but when you can do a large percentage from yourself, you're like, well, shoot, I can go up in here and kind of control my own destiny to a certain degree and rank myself up. I'm just needing just a little boost, or I need a little bit, and then I can just resell those products. You know what I mean? Because we're getting such a great deal.
Yep.
So we'll be.
We went to Arkansas.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Quan.
No,
I was just going to say, for anybody that didn't know, we went to Arkansas Sunday, and we did a scanner party for a sweet, sweet friend of mine. She's an older lady, her and her husband, an average lady, not anybody with tech skills or any network marketing experience. She's just an average lady. She made over $900 because she retailed the products she had on hand, had a physical therapist there that saw the opportunity in the business. Anyway, long story short, $900 day. She was in tears. I was in tears because it moved me. Average people can truly have success here if they put this in front of people. And I saw where somebody asked if they were going to get the Mayo's first class marketing. Y'all, he's already put together information pages and so many great things. You are going to be very happy with the marketing material.
Absolutely, absolutely. You already know. Oh, he's talking about my school committee. So
I want you to give it all away, huh?
I want to get it all.
Definitely excited about the scanner parties.
Yep. So scanner parties coming to a city near you. That's where the Oakmen shine at. So like I said, we're going to be locking arms and doing that as well, and going on the road and just maxing out, man, getting the most out of this, and just really trying to get, in multiple different ways. You know what I mean? So whether it's online, offline, retail, affiliate marketing, like I said, it's a TikTok play too. If you got a whole bunch of these already on deck, Well, now you can go and every day post up on TikTok, and we'll be doing all these trainings, but you can post up on TikTok, which is way more effective than Facebook, and especially when you're dealing with consistency because it builds way faster. And then boom, and you'll be always getting organic people seeing you, and you can be selling these on TikTok all day, and get in the mindset, say, look, I need to sell something a day. As long as I sell at least one thing every single day. You know what I mean? I feel good about myself. Then that one thing will probably turn to five things. As long as I turn five, then it'll turn to a number. As long as I make $50 a day, then you say probably $100 a day. You know what I mean? But once you play those kind of games with yourself, it makes it easier to hit those goals. I do that all the time. And again, these are things we're gonna be dealing with because we're not like failure is not an option. The people that's really doing what they're supposed to do, and the people that's really running with us and following the blueprint, I want to be able to come on that stage too and say, yeah, we got multiple diamonds on our team as well. You know, we got this one, we got that, we broke this, we broke that. I don't want people in there struggling to talk about, yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, I've been in the company 6 months, a year. Yeah, I ain't really made no money yet. Nah. Now we're going to make it that everyone has the same level or chance to have success because we're going to just create the blueprint. And like I said, we're going to do proof of concept this week. When we doing our scanner party?
Next Friday.
So not this one coming up, the next one next week?
Right.
All right. So yeah, so we already getting a real scanner party already in the works, you know, and we got some dope ideas on how she's gonna put it together. We're gonna do it. So I'm gonna film that and we're gonna use that as a blueprint. So that's the first proof of concept. So we did it first, like always documentation be conversation. So if we do it, then we show it could be done. So we're gonna do it first, and then that'll be what people can follow because I'm gonna put it together like a blueprint. You know what I mean? Like, look, you know, invite people this, put this together, have things set up like this, you know, have these type of games they can play, you know, like, you know, make a whole thing about it. So it's really something cool that people will want to come to and be a part of. Go live, please. Yeah, it's not a bad idea either, actually.
Well, I'm super excited. We can't wait to see what all this is going to bring. But again, you know, now's the time. Now's truly the time. You know, if you've ever had a doubt, or really, I know a lot of people don't think that they know somebody, or I wouldn't be good at this, or I don't like talking to people. But I tell you what, you do know somebody that doesn't have any insurance and can't go to the doctor. You do know that somebody that can't afford to pay for their medication every month, but have to because it's not covered under whatever state insurance that they may have. You do know somebody that has children who probably have some type of defects or need some type of assistance. They all can be scanned. We have a whole children's line. So again, you know a family member, or you have children personally or yourself that could do something to improve their health, their digestional tract, the way your blood is flowing. Do you get migraines? Do you have a lot of pain and aches? Do you have frail bones? Like, these are real things that are just going to take you further and further the older you get. So how come we're not working on fixing that right now and teaching our children how to prevent these things as they're coming up, right? So this is about protecting your family, protecting your life, because where is your family without you? So let's get to it, guys.
Yep, health and wealth. You know what I mean? Like we're concentrating on both. No one is more important. Health and wealth. So it's gonna be both. Like your money might not be where you're at right now, but guess what? Everything else, you know, your physical might not be where it's not, but your money's coming up, and then eventually both of them's gonna equally be up. You know, you're gonna get to say, look, on this journey, I was able to secure this type of financial bag. You know, and I was able to get this in order because a lot of it's gonna be you against you. See, we're not. That's how we doing our challenges. We don't want it to be like everybody gotta lose 25 pounds or something like that. Nah, it's like, what are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? Everybody's things is different. I'm trying to build muscle. Other people might be just trying to lose weight and get toned. Two totally different things. So, but what it is gonna get tracked is what was your progress from this time to this time? How are you doing from this time, from the time you made this goal, this made to this time, you know, a month later, 3 months later, 6 months later. Look, we're on this journey. If you really think about it, a lot of times you're in companies, you be with each other for a long time, right? Think about that. Y'all be together for a long time. So imagine all those times that, boom, you're able to actually take on this type of challenge and this type of journey, and y'all doing it together. So whether it was losing weight, whether it was gaining muscle, you've known people long enough to really make that a reality. Like, yeah, you could have did a whole transformation. I've known you like 3 years on Facebook. I've known you like 5 years. Yeah, I've known you the whole 8. You know what I mean? So in that amount of time, imagine what we could accomplish together. So that's the page we on. But all right, look, we're gonna wrap it up. I don't want to keep everybody too long. We did our thing, and you know we got the message out there. I think they got it.
I appreciate you guys for being here. Don't forget, next week starts all the good stuff when it comes to the challenges and the groups and all of that. So we give you guys rest this week. And Monday's go time.
Stay active. Question in the group. So to stay active with your auto ship is just a 50 PV. So that comes out to be about, I think, like 70, 80 bucks. What was it when you ordered yesterday?
I think with tax and everything, it came out to be like 80.
All right, so about 80 bucks. Yep. So yeah, like 80 bucks. And then a month, and then that'll keep you active and everything good after you get your first package. Your first package is what also goes into the binary. So you don't have to really trip like some people. Like we get paid off our uni level. The binary is just for the first order. So when that first order come in, boom, that goes into the binary. Anything you buy after that is going into the uni level. Everything you buy after that is going to the uni level. So uni level is your residual. The binary is just a bonus. So that's when somebody first comes in. And when you hit gold, you get a $500 car bonus. What kind of B12 do they use? What kind of B12 do they use? I don't know. What do you mean by that?
I would have, I'm not sure. In what, the regular daily vitamin?
All your products of natural ingredients, absolutely all natural and or organic, and they've all been sourced from the finest places to being sourced, and then they stored in their own facility. With over a year, how long he said it can be stored up to? It was a long time. I forgot, but over a year that it could be stored, and they got their own facility storing it. I was going to scare my mom. She's 95. Yep, I feel like everybody should be scanning their family members when they get it, and that should be the first thing you probably do.
I agree.
Excited to receive my elite package. I can't wait for you to get it, Vangela. All right. I think we got all the questions. Come on, could you find out if it's available in the UK, and do you have to buy our package straight away?
I think he said 3 months on the UK.
Okay. So we just got word back. See, that's why I told you that.
Okay, no, UK, we're about to start. New Zealand, 3 months.
That's why it's good to be able to talk to IELTS. He said, what about the UK?
He said we're about to start.
Oh, we're about to start?
Mhm.
So we're about to start the UK,
Mhm.
and then New Zealand is 3 months?
3 months.
All right, so we're about to start the UK, and New Zealand is 3 months. Just got word. So you just got exclusive, guys, from the boss. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Mayo, this is Keith Williams. I'm sorry I'm driving, but yeah, we've already been sending test packages into UK, and we're about to start sending them into Nigeria too as well.
Ooh, nice. You know, Nigeria be having a hard time getting into opportunities. So again, this is how you break into these markets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yep, so the UK is good because I got some UK friends that's already been reaching out to me. So that's gonna be good. I can't wait to let them know that they're gonna be able to participate. And then I also have a New Zealand friend that's waiting. So 3 months isn't bad at all. So awesome. All right, so we got any questions before we wrap it up? Or are we good to go? All right, so if anybody joins, it's at elitegiftfit.com, and then after that, then just send me your proof of purchase if you get the biggest package, and then we'll put you in the draw, and then we'll just pull it live. Thank you all for your time. Great presentation. Thank you for being here. We thank everybody that came. Hope you see the vision. You know what I mean? Come on this journey with us because, like I said, this one's going to be fun because we have a lot in store, and it's really passionate about it. It's not a money grab. It's not let's see how much we can make real fast. You know what I mean? It's a whole lifestyle, whole situation. Also, I want to take the team. We're going to take the team down to Mexico actually and be able to tour the facility as well, meet the owners, all that good stuff. So we got a lot of stuff, like I said, in the works.
Big things coming.
Big things.
Super excited. Thank you guys for your time, and we just look forward to a great new journey.
Appreciate you.
Thanks again, Paula. Thanks again, Keith. I appreciate both of you.
Absolutely.
Y'all did amazing. Thank you.
Awesome job. Thank you.
Amazing.